well known at the Edendale Library. This is a collection of old folk tales, and since I'm an old folk, I'd like to read one to you today. It's a story about the triumph of good over evil. A tale originally told by the ancient Kurdish peoples who were nomads and once lived near Czechoslovakia. It was handed down from generation to generation, and traditionally, this is how the tale was told. Does your coach jasli budget? You've heard it? Well, for the benefit of those who don't speak Kurdish, I'll translate as I go along. After all, Kurdish is my second language. Does your coach jasli budjalnik? Kolednie domu pridzi bid slovenkicik et chodniki. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely and intelligent young girl, or old horse. I'm a little rusty. But let's continue. She had a sweet disposition, and she wore her hair in a ponytail, so it must be a horse. Yes, it is a horse. Anyway, Chuck Volsky over to the horse trough one day to get a drink of water when Placzek, the handsome prince came galloping up with a lovely young girl. No, wait, that can't be. No, wait, here is Yakukachep. Well, it should be horse. In any event, the prince cries out, Wazda! Zdobicie domu katpekudnakov Yakukachep. Come rejoice with me, for today I marry my horse. No, it's not Yakukachep horse, it's Yapupachek horse, and it should be in the back of the book here. I'll just look it up here. Yapu, Yapupachek. Yapupachek horse it is. But a prince doesn't really want to marry a horse, naturally. A prince can't marry a horse. Aha, it's a princess. She's going to marry the horse. Except it's not a horse, it's a giant. It's a giant, and she doesn't want to marry him. She's ishkadu, terrified of him. But everything else has been correct so far. The princess was desperate. She knew she had to hurry. Now the king had 3 brave knights. One knight was 6 feet tall, one knight was 5 feet 5, one knight was 5 foot even. As you can see, the knights are getting shorter. That's why she had to hurry. But she groaned first. She went to the shortest knight, who happened to be the bravest in the kingdom, and to him she said, "Oh, good night." He said, "What good night? You just got here." She said, "No, I need your help. Mitumiet Pribeshov, I need a man, Ziboklat strong enough that can give your prots rid of Bloknatsio Glot's giant Zats. Will you do?" The knight said, "Of course I will." Immediately cried, "Hojit Malki Lochets. Am I not a royal Lochets?" Do it because I am a royal Lochets. Help me explain. A Lochets is like, how shall I say, well, it's a man born of a family that has been breeding noblemen from within itself for centuries. In other words, a Lochets is like an idiot. Just a jerk. But brave. Upon hearing this, the knight cried out, "Yat, prechet!" Extremely pissed off. And with the cry of "Yet, Volts," he attacked with sword and spear. But wait, Wait, what's Kurdish for turning the wrong page? The knight immediately went to his quarters to prepare for battle. Quickly he took off his old pair of pilukis, carefully placed them on the smizlu, a wet stone floor. Quickly he slipped on the zlotki, or chest protector. He slipped on the glipkipki, or warm cloak. And he slipped on the smizlu, or wet stone floor, and landed on his galutkis. Anyway, Wojciech Malka up again, and there he stood ready for battle. His battle horse was led up to him, and with a single mighty leap, he's back in his galutkis again. Now wait, I see what happened. While dressing, he put on the protective zlotki over the warm kipkipki. You can't move that way. Anyway, off with the zlotki, off with the kipkipki, and on with the kipkipki, then off the pipi is off to find his horse, crying, "Stoji groblit." My God, it's cold. Oh, of course, I understand now it's cold. I see he forgot to put his latke back on, and he's freezing his galutkis. Anyway, finally the knight set out to find the giant's cave. He looked high and he looked low. Mostly high, because you imagine for a giant. Finally he spotted the giant, and he saw the horrible beast approaching. The knight came forward fearlessly, drew his sword and cried out, "Hodobadi kuburki, o virki yach." Or yatzach. No, yat, it's a very difficult language. Even the knight was having trouble with it. What he meant to say was, "Horrible giant, prepare to die. Because in 5 minutes I sing my song of victory." And the giant replied, "Drau," which means, "You better sing your song now, shorty. Because in 5 minutes you'll have an apple in your mouth and it'll ruin the lyric." Upon hearing this, the knight became yak-yak-tip-plop, as I said, extremely pissed off. And with the cry of "Genje Volts," he attacked with sword and spear. The battle began. True, the knight was not tall, but he was brave. And as he fought, he did indeed sing his song, because it's always nice to have a little night music. Groaning, I continued. The battle went on and on. Now the giant had size and strength. He had cunning and speed. But the knight had a pure heart. And we all know what that means. He had good on his side. He had decency. He also had an apple in his mouth in 5 minutes. But the moral of the story still holds true, and the Kurdish put it so well when they say, which means, if you're short, don't play games with giants.